Hello, hello. Welcome back, everyone. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. I know that there has been some heat waves recently, so I hope everyone's safe, able to drink lots of water, able to stay cool. I hope everyone's pets are able to stay cool. I'm just waiting for the game to launch. It's taking a moment to load in the server. And we are back. I did change a few settings. How big the game is, my microphone a little bit. I just increased the limiter, so hopefully I won't be as quiet. But I also know that I'm talking very softly today. So we are hunting for trees. You know that I played a little bit without everyone. Forgive me. We were hunting for, I believe it was old cypress trees. So I have my elk, and we are gonna try not to die. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, elk. That was not the most graceful descent ever. And of course, we're stuck in a hole. Because of course we are. I think I might be able to go. There we go. Parkour our way up from that. We are not in any better spot. You know what? That's okay. We will figure something out. We'll figure something out. That wasn't helpful at all. You know what? Let's do this. Of course, gravel's like one of the least helpful blocks to build out of. But we're working with what we got, because I unfortunately don't have any better blocks with me. And I fell straight back into the hole that I just dug myself out of. Of course I did. In unrelated notes, I have been messing around with the possibility of getting my computer to work with a YouTube model. I want to make my own, which I know kind of like is beginner's audacity, but I think it would be a lot of fun to learn not only the way that you save the art, because I know that it's very layer based, but the way I do my art right now is very layer based. So I feel like that won't be too bad. What I'm really interested in is the rigging aspect of everything. Let's see. There should be an X on my map somewhere, which I'm not seeing, of course. I think there's a redwood forest somewhere. Where it is? I think it's this one. We're heading here. I'm just gonna put an X on my map. And where's the X? And okay, that's that. We can. No, I do want that one pinned. I want to unpin the treasure hunter and the chromite and those ruins. Now it should be a little easier to figure out where we're trying to go. Just a little bit. And I am heading in the wrong direction. Once I get out of this area, it'll be a lot better. But with how hilly it is, it's a pain to navigate when you're just walking around, let alone on your elk. So I think I'm gonna try to get to the edge. It should be right here, and then call my elk. It should hopefully work, because I don't think we're that far away. But I think this should be, yeah. of course, I'm heading in the wrong direction. Okay, I think I got that fixed. I realized I had messed up my settings, but then also my partner came home, so they needed my attention. Because of course they did, and I don't. Okay, there we go. And just enjoying the music. I think elves are so slow when they swim. I feel like they used to be faster. I think they must have like debuffed them or something. Also, my cat was sitting on my lap, and then my partner came home. And now they left me. So no cat for me. No kitty love. They really are taking their sweet time. And now my cat's screaming at me. If you want to sit on my lap, you can. One day I will get a camera. So, and things get a little better money-wise. I know so many people are struggling right now and buying extra things like a camera when, should go for groceries. That's a tool rustle. We don't need a tool rustle. And it might be like, oh, it's, a small purchase if you get like a cheap one. But, there's $30 here, $20 there, $50 somewhere else, and, now you're at $100, and then could be going towards rent. So, I hope that everyone's able to find joy and, still be in a manageable situation. If you can, treat yourself to something, something small. I think that's always a great idea. Some people have more flexibility than others, so I just think finding joy in things can be very important. Okay, apparently there should be old cypress trees in this forest somewhere. I believe, unless we have a redwood forest somewhere else. I believe this is the one. I'm just checking my map. I don't think we have another redwood forest. You can really tell what the redwood forests are because of the amount of orange that peeks through. Whereas, pine forests have some of that, but not nearly as much. I think this is another redwood forest for sure. That looks a little different than the one we're in, but we'll just keep looking. Oh, there they are. The pink lilies. Hopefully we can get some seeds from them. I'm gonna put some darts so we can pile up before we get a bunch of sticks from shearing all the leaves. Because we have 7, but it'll only give us 3 letters. So we need a little bit more. Maybe I can get these leaves. I have a feeling we're going to be getting a lot of redwood leaves too, just kind of because they're right there. But they're not the focus. I don't think these have dropped any seeds so far. Actually, maybe I don't have more rocks. What's a bald cypress tree leaf? Yeah. I've noticed that like redwoods don't really love seeds that much. You can, you know, get a whole redwood tree, like shear the whole thing and get maybe 2 seeds. I was... Okay, we can check that out. Whatever's down here. Also gonna do the water eventually updates. Doesn't flood the space. I was sharing a whole bunch of redwood trees. And I just did not get, I need that actually. Did not get that many seeds. And I did a few trees. So hopefully we get at least one. I prefer to have 2 or 3. Just because that means the chances of you getting another one back are higher. And that first one. Okay, there's a buckhorn. Okay, it's right there. I think we're having. Yeah, it didn't give us any seeds. Okay. Wow. Let's see if we can take up this boat one. Oh, there's no bone. I'm just gonna do one. I heard it, but I don't know what it is. Yeah, the first one's. Sure, I collect all of them. Update. It is February 9th in game, and I believe we're playing on 16 game modes. So we're a little past halfway into February. I don't get any seeds from those. I can hear a shiver. I can hear a wolf. Let's hope those weren't the only 2 cypress trees in the area. That would be very unfortunate. Because as much as the wood is important, and I'm gonna collect some bluebells, I think these look so pretty. As much as getting the wood is important, being able to replant the trees so you can, you know, farm the resource, and also just kind of, I like to replenish the area that I was in. That way when I come back, there's stuff and it doesn't completely ruin the landscape. And I'm just gonna collect a bunch of these bluebells. And I think I might also mark it on my map. That way if I ever want more, I know where to go back to. I think I'm gonna do that. And what should I mark it with? there's a ton of this, which is good. Means I can come back for more because flowers are not a renewable resource in this game yet. I think that's a trader. Ooh, no.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to take our books where it is probably commodities. Director. Okay, what do we got? You don't have the right type of door for what I want. But really look at my Metro Trader. Well, that is quite the giveaway. Now we're just kind of randomized stuff. That's very interesting. I guess I can check out this part of the forest. I think this might have been the only cypress trees. Because I know that they tend to spawn by water, like in the water. And this one doesn't, this redwood forest doesn't really have water. So, and that's something. It probably will be easier to find them during the day, so. Place the bed. I don't think we'll get quite to daylight hours. But I think it'll be fun. Something. I wonder if anything exciting is happening. I was listening to my podcast in the car earlier today. Is that an elk or a caribou? Because I do want to get. I think that's a deer, actually. Yeah, that's a deer. And in the question, the answer is none of the above. But I was listening to a podcast in my car while I was driving back from an interview, and I finished it, and it was about Keiko, the whale, which I had never heard of before, but it's the orca that played Willy in Free Willy, which I have also kind of ashamedly never seen. But I really thought it was very interesting, all of the troubleshooting they went through to get this whale who had been, domesticated for essentially its whole life. I think they, captured Keiko when he was 1. I am not the expert on this, but so he lived in captivity for like 20 years before he even got to go back to the ocean, which I just find really heartbreaking because they're so majestic. And I know not everyone feels the same way I do, but I think they're so smart and so social that that part being taken away from them just kind of makes me a little sad. I do not think that there's going to be more pulse-cypress trees. I'm seeing a lot of maple. I think those might have been the only 2. There's a little patch right there, which I think we have checked out, but I can walk through it again. Just to help and being attacked. Being attacked. That's no fun, that's not nice. Ah! Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I just saw the firefly trees. I don't think there's gonna be any more pulse-cypress. I think we found the only 2 that were in this forest. Finally. I just wanna... Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Maybe there I go. Just get through these. I just want to get to this little area where there's supposed to be some more redwoods. Okay. That's a redwood tree. It's a maple seed, not the type of tree we want. Just like that, I guess. And okay. Well, where do we think we should go? Okay, rude, rude, rude. Just see. Oh, oh my god! Stop it! Stop it! Oh. I think I got open what I want to get open. I'm going to do a Google to figure out just want to know where tree spawns in the village. Sorry. I'm gonna figure this out. Stop. Stop it. Okay, I think I might just travel south. Try to get to an area that will be a little warmer, and hopefully we can get some more tree types. I'm going to get more trees. Or did I try? I probably will die before I get more trees though in game. Also, the animals grew from my elk. Yay! Okay, now we're heading in one direction. I feel like I need a giant red arrow pointing me where I need to go. Just at the top of the screen being like, hey, idiot! Go this direction. Oh my god. My goodness. My goodness. I'm just abandoning my elk. Not that I'm doing any better. Run away. Run away. Okay. I think we're still close enough to math. I should be able to call them. Yeah, there we go. Hey, buddy. What's the name for me? I feel like that's something I should do. Come up with a name. That would be really close if there were name tags. So you could have like your elk named, or even like just like change it so that when you hover over it, it says the name. It doesn't even necessarily have to be like the other block game. TM. Just gonna keep going south. And hopefully we will find some trees. Or the Lorax. Maybe we can find the Lorax. Lorax speaks for the trees. Maybe he'll be able to tell us where they are. Oh, oh, no. Oh, well, here's a tree. Apple tree. Yeah. Apple tree. Oh, and there's another one up there. I think that one's probably going to be a pear tree. Based off of the color of the bark, it could be a peach tree. Pear. That's right. Oh, a tree. Pears are so weird when you think about it. Ever since I've had a pear. Where's my oak? Apparently they're right here. There they are. And blend. What is this? Oh, do how many people who don't need glasses for like vision purposes? How many people have blue light glasses? How many people have blue light glasses that don't need glasses for vision purposes? Because we spend so much of our time on screens, and I know they can make a really big difference. So I'm just curious how many like non-prescription glasses wearing people have blue light glasses. I feel like it's kind of common for people who do have prescription glasses to have like a normal pair and then like a blue light pair. I know that's what I have. Although I actually need to get stronger blue light glasses. I spend too much time on my computer. And also I think I've just become more sensitive over time. I don't know. I wonder if there's a trigger in this little area. I'm not seeing one. Yeah, I'm not seeing one on the map either. Yeah. I feel like a lot of the time you can find them on the map if you know what you're looking for. But also, sometimes you end up just finding ruins. Because sometimes they can kind of look like ruins. And also, there's ones that are in tree houses, which I don't know how you can find that from the map. So that would be interesting. I think I have found one that was in a treehouse before, but I didn't like check the map to see what it looked like. Jump over the doors. There's so a door. Ouch. That is very interesting looking. Okay, don't attack me. Don't attack me. No, I think so. Some kind of diagonal. Wow. Well, there's no snow, so that's a good sign. Where the mountains have snow, that's different though. There's no snow on the normal ground, which is a good sign. Means it's getting warmer overall, so I feel like we should be able to find the tropical region more redwood trees. I have never seen a redwood tree in real life. I know that they're supposed to be humongous. I feel like I just can't wrap my brain around how actually sizable the trees are. I've seen pictures where it's like, this is a person, this is a redwood tree, and the person looks like an ant. Or I think there's one where it's like there's a road going through it. It's like they carved out. I don't know if that's. I feel like that's something I've heard of. I don't know if that's real. It'd be cool if it was real. I feel like if you would Google that now, you'd probably just get a lot of AI. When I was driving earlier today, I was behind a boat, and they were going so slow. It was just in town, so it wasn't like the speed limit was particularly fast or anything. It was just 25, but I think they must have been going, I don't know, 15 or something like that. They were slow. So I wonder if the car was having a hard time pulling it, or if they were just a very careful driver. I always wonder what's going through people's brains when you're stuck behind someone and you're a little frustrated by them and driving. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm just sitting there listening to my whale podcast, and you're going 15 miles an hour, towing a boat. I will add now, I'll probably mention it again at the end of the stream. I've started uploading the VODs onto YouTube. I've been meaning to start doing that for a while now, and I had some of them saved. But I need to go through and like make sure everything is like correct, because I've changed my like art that I've used now for like my intro and exits, and I kind of want to just update that on the actual video. Even though like it is a bot, I just kind of want to update that. I don't think that's like disingenuous or anything, because it's literally just like a minute at the beginning and then like 30 seconds at the end of me just like swapping out a photo. And then I just need to go through and like make sure the audio is fine. So I'll probably end up like just sitting there watching myself play. I think I have the most of like my time at Porsche right now, which is from like months ago. I think that some of it is from like November, December, and like February. And I don't have like when I first like I think my first VOD for my time at Porsche starts on like day 22 or day 25 or something like that. So I'm missing a few play sessions. I think it's, and then I think I might be missing a few. Like I know I played it. Redwood tree, redwood tree, redwood tree, redwood trees. Oh, there's only 3, 4, 5. Is there more over here? There's more. And there's a trader, and there's red clay. Okay, where's the door? I'm gonna guess luxuries. Oh, yeah, I'm so good at this game. I don't know, I feel like it's just kind of can be good practice for me to go through and make sure everything's working on those, even though like I said, I do think I'm missing the most recent one. I'm just gonna mark red clay too. I like doing this because I don't know when I'm gonna need clay, and sometimes I decide to go like really far away and then build something, and I'm like, oh, I need clay for cobblestone or something. There's both cypress. Yes. Oh my goodness, yes. Hopefully we can actually get a seed or drive myself insane, probably. And that one just disappeared. So I'm really not standing in a good spot for this. I need to jump here. Whoa. That. And there was a spot in there that can reach. There we go. Don't drop any seeds. We'll see. I don't think there's any. One! We found one! Yeah, that's better than the 0 we had before. Alright. Beautiful leaves as I go up. Instead of trying to do all the lower leaves once I'm already at the top. She says she has to dig down to get the lower leaves. Yep. That's all of that. Hello! Welcome in, welcome in. Vintage story is going well. I hope you are doing well as well. I hope things are going good. Finally actually getting some seeds, although I think this is like our 5th tree and we only have 1 seed. Today we are speaking with the Lorax about how am I supposed to replant the trees if you don't give me any seeds. Welcome to my TED Talk. Is that clay underneath there? There is. Huh. No. What are those ruins? Yeah, I am chopping trees. I already have a bunch of redwood seeds, but I don't have any both cypress trees seeds, so we're hunting for those. And my elk is somewhere around here, but I'll call for them later. Away from the patty. That might have been all of the trees that was there. Disappointing. We have 2 now, though. I did not notice that we had a second one. Suspicious. Okay. Hello, elk. I do not have a name for it yet. Yeah. Going on an adventure. And did I just drop my shield? I did. Okay, where is that? Elk, do you know where my shield is? I feel so silly right now. Or is it just not going crazy? Oh my god, that is so rude. Stop it. It has to be in this area. Okay, so that's rude. Rude. Stop it. Just take it slow. Stop. Be tired. Be tired. I don't know how to defend myself because I was silly. I think it might just be gone. I don't know how it happened, but it might just be gone. Sir? 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 No. I didn't remember that. Oh my god. Okay, no. Now you just have to ask for my help. For your crime, for my help. That's you. And hopefully my help will come back. Of course, the crime activity is high. No one did it. Oh, where you at, buddy? And I really feel stupid for just completely losing that job. I don't know where I want that. Excuse me? No. On the phone. For this trace for. Ebony. I guess purple heart too. I have never found ebony or wood. Right now. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I was talking earlier about how I was in the car listening to a podcast about a Galileo, and there was a car in front of me that was towing a boat that was going, I think, 15 miles an hour. So that was a very interesting time. So, I hope you are having a good dinner. A little early for me to be having dinner, but my cats always eat at the same time. It doesn't matter what I'm doing, my cats eat at the same time. There have been times where I'm like somewhere and I have to be like, okay, give me a second so I can pull out my phone and auto feeding cats because, of course, I do. Station. The game logged. Are there more seeds? So far, it's good. So something. No, I know. You don't have the trees, which are huge. You barely get any seeds. Maybe just like a fluff issue. Also, I feel like there has to be like, how you break like maple and birch trees and all that stuff. You get so many seeds. There's like a probability that you would like get in math class where it's like, Susie is cutting down 4 trees. There's a probability for each tree to drop a seed. These seeds will Susie probably get. There's 0. I actually got one time. That's a lot. Teachers tried to make it like relevant math problem. I like this stupid apples. I don't care about like how many Dr. Peppers or whatever, you know. Our theoretical character is supposed to be getting. Playing games a little bit, and that sometimes like if you play the trivia game, it asks you like very basic math questions. I'll be like, Jimmy has 4 apples. He eats 2. How many apples does he have left? And I'm like, okay, yeah, I understand that this is for children, but like, even, I don't know. I guess like when you are like 5, if you were playing it when it's like originally came out in the 2000s, like it probably was like, I don't know. So, actually, I take back my statement. I've done the scientific method of coming up with a hypothesis, thinking about it, and then realizing that I'm wrong. very menacing walking around with chairs. More books. I don't know what to do with it right now. Like the precedes would be enough if I knew that they would actually cook them. Maybe once they're like grow, have more leaves. Once they grow, have more leaves, and the ones that like spawn naturally. Whenever I jump to like reach something, I always like, let me strike the old eggs. Strike the old eggs. Oh, that's what I get for making fun of short people. I think sister's 5'2". I'm like, I know how much she struggles. Like, let's reach the top cabin. I was thinking she's a little stressful. And the access button. Of course it is. Okay. And go home. Is there more? Okay, there's at least one more. He already has any of these. Okay, oh god. I'm making deaded. I'm gonna be so deaded. Is this one? I feel like this area has to be swampy enough. There's more. I think I saw one. Yeah. Oh, that's really cool. I'm gonna get my nap. That's March 2. Secrets. Yeah. No. Yeah, no, that's the trader. Right. Yeah. Oh, trader. What are artifacts? What kind they are? Biggest person. feel like they will just be like, oh yeah, there are all the types of trees we need. So that writing out through trees. And I'm gonna go I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go somewhere. I have to make a free wide path for my help. The wide path, I'm gonna go fast. It's easier. Decision. My lap just like slowly slipping off. I got the chair. Just slowly warming herself. Getting closer to the edge. Thanks. Look at that. There's a use for this game. Yeah, that's something that's definitely good. Go down here. All the way out. Just figure out where I want to go so that they don't take a bunch of time. Because I had my elk almost dying the other day, and that was not fun. And saddest, actually. I'm not trying to play it. But I did have a bunch of damage. And I find food. Mushrooms work. Stab it. And exhale. Something like to be very bitterness. Something like that was really good and something like that. And it's like really eraser. Really good. Or it's like chewing an eraser. Last time I had to brew, I got really sick. I feel like I need to have like a better experience. It was cooked pretty well. And I got really sick afterwards, so I don't know if it was because of the tofu or if it was because of everything else that I ate. It could have just been like that rice and everything. These actually have good quality. Almost. These bottles. I'm gonna do like a ton of like every other place. I don't have any berry bushes that I had planted at the previous place. So I'm gonna look bunch have like the trees. So I think I'm gonna plant a bushes. So I'm gonna have a lot of schedule. So I've done a big thing kind of really have variation in how long it would take to mature and everything. But no. 11. The 16 units. And I feel like it doesn't start being until April, but that was better than when we were in November waiting for it to get warm enough again for the trees to grow. So this time, I should make a prospective pickaxe, and maybe next week I'll go prospecting with mining, because I have all this new explored area, but I haven't had a prospective pickaxe to actually see what any of the like mineral deposit apps are in the area. Oh, there's little babies. Baby like gray boars. They look like hedgehogs. Like if the hedgehog was in a vintage story, I feel like it would look like the way baby boars do. It's 3 different colorway. More gray. I think there's like a hamster's mod for Minecraft. I feel like it would be like that size and look like the big kids. And one is fun. I don't know why even when I'm super far away from the house I was look at it, just because when I need it I can just look at wherever like I'm closest to. I'm really far behind it. Yes, you need it a lot. And you've already like listed all the ones in your area. Like why not go further? If you know where it is. If you find one in an area, you can probably find one other as long as there's enough pine trees. Sometimes it's hard to find. I know there is a lot that makes it so like the person shows up on 4 sides. I don't know why I don't like the way that looks. Probably because that's we add the tree for like maple syrup. You do it on one side of the tree, you do it like on the 4 sides of the tree. Speaking of maple syrup, there is a Hallmark movie that is about maple trees, and I think it's so funny that we're running out of ideas. There's one about like a soap store, and one about like there's one where she's like a museum curator, and he's like a florist, but in the manner of like they do installation sculpture. She's not like a florist where like you go to the store and buy like a bouquet or something. And I got into watching these like really weird ones. I don't know, a year ago, 2 years ago. Yeah, and then there's one about cheese, and I just think it's like the whole plot of it is that like she has like a small cheese store, and like Big Cheese wants to buy out her little cheese store, and like it was her dad's or something stupid like that. So of course like a guy has to come in and like completely fix everything for her. You know, he makes it so that even though her cheese something happened to it, you know, know, he was like, oh, I know what to do because it's a Hallmark movie. I'm trying to think of all the weird ones that I've listened to. Well, not listened to, like, I kind of listen to them, I put them on in the background when I'm sewing. Yeah, there's the soap one. There's the weird floral sculpture guy one. Oh, there's one about candles? Or like tea? I can't remember what it was. Where it's like she's visiting the aunt, and the aunt wants this one specific like candle scent, or it was like a tea flavor or something. And it's like, oh, it's a rose that like doesn't exist anymore, and then like, you know, they magically find the guy that has like the last one of this rose that isn't supposed to exist anymore. And, you know, of course there was like a guy that shows up that, you know, fixes the thing because it's a Hallmark. And that's just kind of the plot of them. But I'm so stuck in these hands. I need to make it easier. Oh no, oh no. Make an easier way around. I know that we're like close to the house. Okay. Figure it out. She's very insistent. She wants to go outside. I'm very insistent that she does not go outside right now because it is like 80 degrees. Not 80, it's like 98 degrees. If it was 80 degrees, we would go outside. 98 or something like that. The humidity is really high as well because like it just rained. You know, like it's nice, like, oh yay, rain. We needed it to rain. It's so warm, but also we're in like a weather advisory. It was great. But I'm trying to get far enough away from my elk that they'll just teleport. I have to get like a decent distance for them to just teleport, or they have to be stuck. I think technically mine is right now. I want to be a way for it to like find it to me. Just gotta try to get it. Being attacked. Sure. You are. Mm-hmm. Get back in the funnel. Yeah. Enclosure. It's going to be a farm. Oh my god. Stop it. There we go. feel like was unnecessarily stressful. Some of those were not going to go. Just now. It's cold. I might have to make a new chest because I'm pretty sure both of these have wood. Yeah. I was thinking I had enough wood chests, but no. Each book was probably not good. I probably needed this. Okay. I can plant the seeds once it's summer and I have a better spot. I was not just able to get 5 redwood trees. No, it's bad when the redwood trees are being more generous. I just put bleached wood in I know that there's something. Try to see if I can use some food. I don't think we have that much food left in the house, but we can chickens. I'm not using the chicks right now because there's mail placed on. First one that I don't have. I should try these. I think I'll just put them in the entrance. And go back to the house. Let's see. They have like a second rooster that they haven't gone to the deck yet. Here's some meat. Okay. Check on the chickens. Should have a sitting outside. So we figured out where the wolf is. I can find it. So I just maybe know where the wolf is coming. Actually, I can. So reached I need Austrian. Sure that's Austrian. And so now if we go this way, there's a very nice bridge. You need to destroy this until I get that, because otherwise it counts as like a step. A bit. here. So I can go off all the smithing things. Everything's just kind of a mess right now. And hold on. Let's try voice of the new 3D forge. Like, forging the chip. Forge. I think that's the proper verbiage. You guys have all the maybe I forgot. Have a cute new outfit though. Keeps me nice and warm. Okay, that's actually warmer. It feels like it's warmer in the day. These are definitely not gonna grow. Saturday, that's hello! And on my have a little meal and meal. And I'm just gonna get the oxygen to I thought that his orders was a little one. So they have got it here. My milk though. So hopefully I'm around when milk sheds his cameras. So we can pluck them and maybe like put them on the wall or something because we have some books and like stuff we've hunted. Caribou ones. And all of this stuff we've like used. I just make leather and meat to eat and all that stuff. So just kind of like you could because you're hunting. I mentioned it earlier. You know the wolf is. The wolf is over here. Here. Stuff. I know where the wolf is. I'm not gonna go down there. Fight it. Nope, not doing that. Oh, I forgot that I was supposed to have my broken stuff in there. See, I think that's everything that I've kind of, since the stream. Wait. Oh, we skipped a spot. Why did I not lined up properly? Get more pieces for that. I feel like that would be fun to like fill out. But it's 5 o'clock, so for me. It's the troll time. Yeah. And Spunky really wants me to pay attention to her. So off stream. I hope that everyone has a great day. I'm gonna drink some water in this cave. And then, as always, if you have a cat, pet a cat. If you have a dog, pet a dog. If you don't have a pet or you don't like pets, go outside, get some sunshine. Hope you all have a good day. And I'll see you